me know if that's fixed. Anyone who's looking on YouTube. Hey, Deb. Hey, Jamie. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. I was worried that something was wrong. Because usually when I first come on, people are like, hey. But I don't know if it just didn't tell people or it was just like a bunch of names popping up, but nobody that I recognized. Obviously, if you're new, you're welcome too, to stay. But I know I have people who come in and, oh, you did, Audra. Nice. It's 4 minutes past midnight here. Well, feel free to go to bed. These lives will be uploaded to YouTube. I was saying before, I don't know if it was muted or what, but the great thing, I'm dual streaming right now to YouTube and to TikTok, so it automatically on YouTube saves the lives and uploads them, so I don't have to do like the process of downloading them, uploading them, waiting a ton of time for them to upload, so that's great. Oops, it's probably loud. Audra, you have diary videos up now? I want to check it out. I like odd and ends, that's cute. I'm writing down your new name so I can make sure I see them. Alright. So, I am on my school vacation now. I'm a teacher, so it's summer vacation. I can move the live up a little earlier if it works better. I know Jamie just said it's 4 minutes past midnight. If it works for most people, I can move it to 5 or 5:30 or even earlier. I just don't know, like, for me, if I was working and I'm in Eastern time zone, I probably couldn't get there till 5, but if it works, I know a lot of you guys stay up late, so I appreciate it and I want to accommodate you if I can. I don't do mornings, but learning to navigate making videos. Yes, it takes time, but it's practice, you know. When I first started making videos, I hated the sound of my own voice on camera. I hated the way I looked on camera, and then you just learn not to care. I sound horrible today because I'm like sick, but I'm not sick. I'm in complete denial that I'm sick. I have allergies. The pollen is really bad here, so. Okay, if it works for you guys, I'll keep it here, because I think it's better to be consistent. I've been switching it up a little bit I had like a busy last couple weeks of work, and so I feel like every week was a different day, and I hate doing that to you guys, and for me too. It's better if it's like more consistent, so I'll just keep it like that. All right, so we're reading through March of 1903. We are now at March. We finished February. I have one more video to upload onto YouTube until I'm caught up. Sorry, I've been like really slacking on that. Oh yeah, that's true, Deb. If we went earlier, it would be like way earlier for you. It's hard when everyone's all around the world in different places. My Patreon group, we do video chats, and it's like I'm always trying to figure out like how can everybody, because I feel like we get on and it's midnight for some people, and can we move it a little earlier, but then it's later for some. It's tough because we're all over. But same thing with this. But I appreciate those of you who come and you're like waking up in the middle of the night, or that's a lot, so thank you. Okay, maybe we should get started. I'm trying to think like what's a summary of what happened last month. It's hard to think back and to give a summary because there's two different stories going on. We're reading Ralph and Georgia's diaries, so I feel like that's why it's hard for me to like kind of summarize what happened. Couple of sessions ago, so it's not like a couple months ago in the diary, maybe a few weeks ago in the diary, Georgia and Ralph got in a fight, or a little argument, a tiff. So they seem to have made up from that, but it's midnight for you too, but don't mind. Hi, Tash. Well, that's nice. I'm glad I'm part of your routine. This has become part of my routine too. It's nice. Something to look forward to. I was a little tired today before I came on though. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out on here how to like show the whole... Oh, I don't need to move it there. Show the whole... I made it worse somehow. How did I make it worse? Oh. Scoot. What? Okay, I need to go to the other thing. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. This one I need to move. Okay. I think that's better. Hey, Valentina. Good seeing ya. I was just saying to everybody, it's now my summer break, so I feel like I'm going to be much more active. I feel like the Diary Detectives group, I haven't been in it much. I feel bad, but it was a crazy busy last couple months of school, so I'm excited to be home. I was going to say I relaxed today, but I totally didn't. I cleaned the whole house, except for down here. It's a mess down here still, but anyways, let's get going. Thank you. Yes. I got a little bit of rest. I took a nap before here, like a half hour. I was so tired. I think it's allergies, but maybe I'm actually sick because I was like really tired. Okay. Anyways, March 1st, 1903. Here we go. Clear. This is, oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I was going to say this is Georgia. No, it's not. That's Ralph. So Georgia's story got up at 8:15. Got breakfast and washed dishes and other work. Read a while and took a short nap. Ah, like me. Sometimes that's what you need. 15 minutes. Got supper and done dishes. I'm always very, like, wary of taking a nap. Because if I sleep for too long taking a nap, I wake up and I feel awful. But usually, like, 15, 20 minutes does it. Read a while. And went to bed. But I rarely nap. So I think I am, like, a little under the weather. Windy day. Okay. Ralph, March 1st, clear and windy. Got up at 8. Good afternoon, Holly. Went to P.O. Just do 2 dots with Brown. Received letter from Georgia. Answered it and wrote home. All right. Shaved, and got ready for dinner. Okay. Studied till 3 p.m. Worked on house plans till 11 except supper time and went to bed. I wonder if house plans is something that he's doing for college or if he's planning for their house. Because Georgia and Ralph are not married yet, but they will be married in December. So they are going to move in together after that, I guess. So maybe he's planning on fixing up a house, or I don't know if they're building a house. I have no idea. I don't even know if they're considered engaged right now, or if that's something that will happen later on in the diary. I'm not sure. Thanks for the follow, Darian North. Darian. Got up at 6:30. I haven't been here in forever. Oh, I missed. Thank you, Allie. I missed a sentence. We'll go back. Clear, windy. Got up at 8. Went to BO with Brown. Received letter from Georgia. Answered it and wrote home. Shaved and got ready for dinner. Studied till 3 p.m. Ah, thank you. Mailed letter. And walked around the world? Does that say he walked around the world? What does that say? The wood? No. Hey! Yes, you think he says around the world? I forgot also I'm going to be checking the chat too on the Discord. Let me open that up while I'm... Where is it? There. Okay. I was going to say, Rachel, it's cool to see you from the other page. It doesn't matter if it's a different one. I knew who you were. What the heck is that sound? Ian's doing something in the kitchen, making a weird sound. Okay, now I'm lost. Okay, so I was going back and finishing Ralph. I'm gonna go back here. Can you guys hear that sound? It sounds like a little squeak. I think he's blending something. Got up at 6:30. Got breakfast and done dishes and all other work. Didn't go to office at all. Pleasant day. Hitched up in afternoon and went over to see Elizabeth and back. She's mentioned Elizabeth before, but I don't think we know exactly who she is yet. Went downtown and to PO. Post office. Played Flinch. Always gotta play Flinch, right? Flinch is a card game. I have a picture of what it looks like, actually. I'll zoom in because it's tiny. This is what Flinch looks like, and they're obsessed with it. Both Ralph and Georgia play it all the time. And I guess it was a sensational card game, like everybody loved it in 1903, which is funny to think about. That there are, like, popular card games that everybody did. Everyone played. Sometimes, like, Ralph, he's in college right now. And sometimes he'll be like, I played Flinch. Then we went to dinner, and then we played Flinch again. No, I think it's a good question, Allie, because I think it's a game you play with someone. They mentioned playing with people a lot, but then I don't know if you can play by yourself, too. You might. Flinch went viral. Yeah, literally. That's so funny. Viral in 1903. That is funny. Basically, though, played Flinch in evening a while. And then worked. Worked. It's funny, though, because it's as much of a routine as her going to the post office. Like, every day she goes to the office. Every day she goes to the post office. Every day she, like, she does these things that are so routine, but played Flinch is one of them. Wonder how many times that word has been mentioned. I can look it up. Flinch. 26 times. And it's only... I'm surprised it's not more. But it's only March. And they played it at least 26 times. Okay, went to... I got myself lost. In the evening a while, and then worked. Went to bed at 10. Got dinner and supper. And washed the dishes. Taken with sore throat and headache in afternoon. Oh no. I was just saying. Yeah, it's low-key their Wordle, yes. Oh, you found the rules? Send it if you haven't. That would be cool to have. I keep forgetting, too, because every time I'm on here they mention Flinch, we're like, oh, we should play it, see if there's an online version. There's probably not, but I kind of want to get a copy. Play Flinch. Okay, I'll open it up. 2 to 8 players. Nice. Sounds about right. All right. Oh, it downloaded a PDF. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, are these the directions? Where are they from? For 2 to 8 players. The trio, you got it. Okay, let's read a little bit. This is so fun. I like when we find pictures, old things like this that relate to the diary. It just makes it so much more interesting. This diary was donated to us, Kenzie, from someone who was watching, or hold on, let me start over. He wasn't watching my videos. He read an article about one of the other diary projects that we did, where we actually got to return the diaries to a descendant. So this man read an article about it and then reached out to me and said, I don't know anything about the descendants. We ended up finding them later, but the article was me trying to find the descendants. So he said, I don't know anything about the descendants with this diary, but I do have other diaries that I've just been hanging on to if you want to try to do the same thing with. So that he donated them to us. So that was really kind of him. And it's been really fun because it's a set of 6 diaries and they're written by Ralph and Georgia, who start off not even knowing each other. In the 1895 and 1901 diaries, they don't even know each other. And then now in 1903, it's clear they know each other. They're going to get married. So it's very exciting. And we already have a few descendants that are identified and are excited to receive these diaries at the end. So descendants of Georgia, not of Ralph yet. So we're still looking for Ralph. Sorry, my voice is like very low and sultry today. I'm like a little sick. Yeah, it's really fun. And it's exciting when you do find people to give, I like having them in person when we're doing the research, but it's nice at the end to get to send them to someone whose family this is, All right. So here's the rules of Flinch. Flinch is played with a pack of 150 cards, consisting of 10 series, each numbered 1 through 15. 2 to 8 players. With more than 5 players, it makes the game more interesting to use 2 packs. Yes, so, okay, I say descendants. They're not actually clear descendants. I don't know what the word would be. Ralph and Georgia didn't have kids, so it got complicated because there are no direct, that's what I was thinking of, no direct descendants of Ralph and Georgia that I found. So it is, I can't even think of, it's like a descendant of a cousin of Georgia's. So it's still someone who's in the family, and they're from LaPorte, City, Iowa, which is where some of the family that Georgia talks about in her 1895 diary is. So it's cool that I say descendants loosely because I don't really know the actual term for it, but distant relatives in the same place that the diary took place. So I'm excited. I've found a couple of them, so I'm sending the first woman that I found, I'm sending her the actual diaries. And then the next man that I found, I actually found them posting in a LaPorte City Facebook group. I posted it, and people found them. People said, oh, is this maybe related to you? And then I talked to them, and we figured out that they were, so pretty cool. I don't know if I answered I did answer the question. Okay. So, during the course of the game, cards are laid out in several piles, which will be referred to in the rules as follows. Okay, so they put piles face down. Hands are made up for the next 5 cards. The stack is made in the center. So what do you have to do? Oh, look, a diagram. When the player can no longer play, he lays down 1 card face up in front of him, a little in front of his flinch pile, and the next player to the left proceeds to play. The cards thus laid down, 1 on each turn, form your reserve, and are played side by side until that's complicated, but this is cool. I'm saving this. We will play. Okay. Back to typing. Ralph. March 2nd. So is Ralph and Georgia together right now? Oh, so good question. They are together if you mean in a relationship, but they are not in the same place right now. Ralph goes to college in Mount Vernon, Iowa. He goes to Cornell College, which is different than Cornell University. Cornell College, different. So he's there during the weeks, and then the weekends he goes to visit her in Waterloo, Iowa. So he takes the train to go visit her. But right now they're in 2 different physical places. That's why they're writing letters to each other and stuff. But they're not too far apart. And then, I don't know if they're actually engaged, officially, but they do get married this year. So in this diary in December, they will get married. So I don't know if they're already engaged, and we don't have the 1902 diaries, so we don't know if, like, maybe it happened in 1902. It definitely didn't happen in 1901 because we have his 1901 diary, and he doesn't mention it. He actually doesn't mention her at all, so. Or maybe we'll see it. I don't know if maybe it'll say, oh, I proposed to Georgia, which is kind of crazy, like, if there's an entry that says that, but all right. Got up at 7, recited astronomy and descriptive geometry. He's going to be an engineer, so he's taking all these geometry and engineering classes. Yeah, it is. I'm glad you think that, Kenzie. It is like a movie. And especially when I love that they get married in this year. Like, I love that that whole story is unfolding. Studied till 5. Oh, I got lost. Wait, did I skip a bunch? Yes, I totally did. I know it. I can look on the website maybe, but did you figure out why Ralph was doing? No, we never figured it out. And he doesn't do the slashes in this one, but he did like a weird symbol a couple of weeks ago when we were on here. And it was like a dot in a circle. And we don't know what the symbol means. No, it was a mystery. But we figured out what, 1, 2, like that, whatever, he kept saying a number. He went to dinner at 1, 2, what was it? I should remember because it was like so, all the time it was such a mystery. Let me go back and find it. We figured it out. 1226. 1226. You remember? Oh my God. I can't even remember. Yes, so we found out that that was an address because one time he wrote in the, I know, it's just amazing. One time he wrote in the entry 1226 North something, North 7th, I think. So we're like, okay, definitely an address. And 1226 North 7th Street is a house. So I don't know what was there at the time, but he's definitely going there. I know. It was driving me nuts too. And I don't think we would have gotten it without that North 7th that he added. We had a couple of like hunches, but it was just like a house. Unless maybe it was a restaurant or something, or someone else's boarding house that they were staying at, but at least we know. All right. Recited astronomy. I gotta find where I was. Oh, I was only on the first line in descriptive geometry. Studied till chapel time. Went to chapel and then to chemistry. That's his routine too. In PM. Studied till 1:40 and recited sanitary. I assumed he would write sanitary engineering, but he didn't, to Professor Williams. We have a picture of Professor Williams. I'll show you guys in a sec. Went to chem lab till 3. Studied till 5. And went downtown and to see Jim something. I think that's a T. I think this is his crossing the T. Oh no, that's okay, Allie. I love getting sidetracked. Jim Strom, S-T. U? I don't know. What do you guys think? S-T. Or it does look like it's SH, but this, well, it could be SHI. This could be either the crossing of the T that's misplaced or the dotting of the I that somehow went like really far. SpongeBad Strong Pants. I remember that name. You have a very memorable username. To see Jim. I have no idea. I'm gonna say S. I feel like it's an H now. S-H-I R-A. Oh wait, now I see O-N. I really need your help, guys. I'm stuck. Sherman, Shurman. Maybe it's that. Shirion. I think it's ST. Okay. STU. This letter is tough here because it's smudged a little. Oh, that's short walk down here, but this is the one that I don't know. That's definitely walk. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't clear about what I was looking at. This. It's a name. That's okay. It's good to see you. I'm doing well. It's my summer vacation now, so I'm excited. I'm a little tiny bit sick, but we're gonna ignore that. Oh, you think it's OW? Could be. SHST. I don't know. I'm stumped too. Usually I can figure out at least like a couple combinations, but I feel like it could be a lot of things. So how about I'll just leave it like that and we can go back. TAINAN, Stero. I don't see that. Or you're thinking STAIN? Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that like that. Sometimes he'll say it again. Usually we spend so much time deliberating what it says, and then he says it again the next day, and it's much more clear, so we'll just leave it like that and see. Hopefully he'll mention him again. Studied till 9:30. Took short walk. Studied till 11:30 and went to bed. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do? Make an event for next week. So I'm doing it now. Sorry. Ooh, my phone's on 3%. Oh no, what's that? Oh, cute. Thing showed up on my thing. Okay, hold on. Ah! I get so distracted. My phone is gonna die. Live events. Create an event. What is the date next Thursday? The 20th. June 20th, 6 p.m. Don't die, phone. I was uploading the pictures for this like 10 minutes ago. Not 10 minutes ago, I've been on for a long time, but 10 minutes before the live, like an idiot. And my phone was like on 10%. This is not good. Okay, I did just make the event. So if you guys want to register, I know some people like to register because it gives notifications. That's on there now for next week. I always forget to do it till I'm on here. Our Patreon chat is the... Hold on. Because I just forgot. The 19th, I think? So the day before. Yeah, June 19th. So that's a Wednesday. Okay. March 3rd. Pop over to Georgia. Yeah, I think that's the first time we've done a Wednesday in a long time. It's probably because my last class was on Wednesdays. Now my class is on Tuesdays. So all the days are different. Live is on Thursdays now. Got up at 6:40. Help with breakfast and I Thank you for the follow, Kenzie. And do dishes. Got ready and went to office. Oh, I didn't show Professor Williams. Hold on. Because I have a picture of him. That's J. Terrell. This is Professor Williams. One of Ralph's teachers. Helped wash dishes, wash dinner dishes. Went to the market to see Myrtle. Then to office. Then came home. Hitched up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. This is a long one. Came home, hitched up, and went to see Mr. Levitt at the bank. Hey, Mo. Then up to Mrs. Kerr's house. Home. Her home. Then up to see Gertrude. What a busy day. To Grandpa's. And then came home. Helped get supper and wash dishes. After that, Elizabeth and I went up to see Jade? Sadie? What do you guys think? I think it looks like an S. Sade. But she was gone. Visited her mother. Played flinch, of course. A while. Went to bed 10:30. Cloudy day. Yes, I can zoom in on the name. Life has no meaning without flinch. I forgot the A and a Y-L. Thank you. Yeah, Sadie. Played flinch a while. Went to bed 10:30, cloudy day. Felt bad as I had sore throat. Yet she did all of that. She wasn't feeling good, but she still went all around town. Good question. Any capital J's? I'm sure there are. It's hard because I can't search, like, if I search J, it's going to search every single J. You know what I mean? What would be like is there a town nearby that has a J, or is there something like a person? I don't think she's mentioned any, or not that I can remember. I'm sure there's one somewhere. But maybe we can, I'll write it down actually. I don't know why, but I feel like Jade is not a name that would be in 1903, but I'm sure it probably was. But we can do that in the Diary Detectives group maybe, when I have more time to sit down with it. But that's a good way to figure it out. Could be pronounced Charday. Oh, would have an accent on A or an E. I don't know. Okay. March 3rd for Ralph. Oh, great. He writes sideways. Cloudy. He had another busy day, too. Went to descriptive. geometry. Helped Tom Gelston make ammonia cements for oh, really? I don't know. I'd never heard of that name. Is it pronounced just Sade? Announcements, thank you. I'm like, what? Ammonia cement? He does take chemistry, so I was thinking, like, maybe it would be something for chemistry. Announcements sounds better. That is a thing, ammonia cements, or the name? Sade is the singer's pronunciation, I think. Okay, cool. Sade. Helped Tom Gelston. Oh, really? Maybe he is making that. Does that say Kaiser? He's said that name before and we thought it said Kaiser. Actually, let me look it up. I thought he did. I don't know, maybe he didn't. Unless it was in the other diary. Or maybe it's a last name. Keynes. Because I actually don't see a Z now. K-A-I-N-E-R. Lecture till 10:30. Went to... It's a type of car. I think it's some... He's talking about a person, though. Well, yeah, actually, they don't have cars now, so it can't be a car in this context, but... Hold on, I'm lost. Till 10:30. Went to P.O., but received no letter from Georgia. Awful blue. Oh. That's sad. Went to chemistry. That's okay, Brad. Went to chemistry till noon. Studied till 1 and recited sanitary engineering till 1:40. Went to chemistry and stayed. They do spell it that way. Strange, but that's how they spelled it. Till 4, I know, poor Ralph. 4 o'clock. Hold on. Wait, did it say 4:40? Yes. I was reading from a few lines down after that. 4:40, except for a trip to my room about 4 o'clock for books. Went down town and got George's letter. Started to answer it. After supper, played 2 games of flinch with Dr. Geever and got beat. Finished. Nice to see you again too, Jamie. Sweet dreams. Finished. Hope you can play some flinch in your dreams. Finished Georgia's letter and mailed it. say Karen, like Karen, but pronounced stronger. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I'm assuming it's a man. Probably last name. Okay, I'm gonna read sideways now. Oh, no, I'm not. Balanced books. It says something books for... Is this his? Mm-hmm. Okay. His diary has this S stamp in it. Isn't that cool? I'm sorry, Kat. I don't know why you don't get a notification. Do you sign up for the live events on my page? On my profile, if you click on the live event, you can like register for it. That's one way that some people will get notifications, but I know that some people who do that still don't get them, so. I'm going to be pretty consistent now. I know like the last few weeks I've been all on different days every week, but it's going to be Thursdays at 6 p.m. So some people also just put that in their calendar. And then I have a Discord. Yeah, so you can, when you register on TikTok, you can add it to your calendar. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, so I recommend if you really do want to be here, don't trust TikTok to send you the notification, because it seems like very, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't kind of thing. Yeah, the Discord, if you click on my link tree, it's not going to work from TikTok, because TikTok for some reason doesn't, it says the link is expired, but it's not expired. It will work. If you go, Ian's banging pots around up there. If you go to my website, which is www.thingslostandfound.com, you can click on the Discord here, and that should work. That is the, like, it's free. That's just for everybody, and it's announcements. The other Discord that I talk about, the one that where we do the actual research, that's the Patreon Discord. But this one, if you click Discord, that's like, it should just put you right into it. And let me know if it doesn't, because I'll change the link. But I think that link is working. Yeah, I usually, like, the day of the live, I'll type in, like, I'm going live in 30 minutes. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Balanced books for someone studied till 11. Okay, we're going to have to figure out what that says. And I cannot, unfortunately, rotate this. So he balanced books for... studied till 11. Jack. I'm going to say Jack and move along. Because I don't know who it is. But. Question mark? Okay. March 4th. You're welcome. Thank you for coming back and for being a part of this. It's fun to have familiar faces and names. That's what makes it so fun for me. So, and I feel like in the chat you guys get to know each other too. It's fun. Got up at 6:45. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Thanks for the follow, Ashley. Went to the office. Went downtown. Warrior Squirrel, I like that username too. Went downtown and to PO. Helped with dinner and dishes. Home in afternoon. Worked. Worked on pillows. She does embroidery, so she's been embroidering pillows, probably for her house that she'll have when she's married to Ralph. Helped get supper and do dishes. Bad day. Oh. Went to bed at 10. Hey, Velvet! I haven't seen your name in a while. Yeah. It's good to see ya. Okay. I forgot, too, that I usually kind of show Ralph's picture before I start. Now that you mentioned the embroidery, I remember Oh, you didn't show the finished sweater. Yes, please show it. Please show it. I used to do so much embroidery, but I don't anymore because I hurt my neck. But I was like obsessed. This is Ralph. And he looks like a little boy, but this is him when he's like 23 years old. 22 years old. This is the same year as the diary, actually. So this is what he looks like. We don't have a picture of Georgia yet. I say yet because I'm determined that we'll find a picture of her. Anything that you've missed? I don't know. Were you here when we started this double diary thing, or has it been... I feel like I've seen you recently, but I don't know. It's weird because I don't read through a whole month anymore. When I come on the live, I read through like 10 days, so I have no concept of time of how many lives ago, you know? Hey, Grandma, over on YouTube. Beginning of this diary, but that's it. Well, so let me think, like, main events. Her Uncle Dan, who we met in the 1895 diary, died. Uncle Dan. She went to his house a lot in the 1895 diary with Aunt Ads, and this was his house. So he passed away, so they went to the funeral for that and everything. There was another aunt who passed away, but I'm trying to figure out who exactly she is. Because she said Aunt Hester, and I thought it was one Hester, but it's not. So we'll figure that out. But that was, like, very close to when Uncle Dan died. So I don't know if they were both sick or something, but... What else? Her and Ralph got in a fight in an argument. And they seem to be better now. But it was weird reading that, because I feel like they don't get into feelings too much, but... He was working on the railroad one weekend, and Georgia took him and his friend to the railroad, wherever it was, like an hour away or something, to go start the work. And then she was supposed to pick them up later that day at a certain spot, according to Ralph. I mean, we do have both sides, but I don't know who to believe. But Ralph said she didn't come pick. Yeah, he was salty. I know, I should go back because it was a funny entry. Georgia was supposed to go pick him up at the bridge or something, and she went too early and then left, and then they had to sleep over in the town because she was gone. He was pissed. I wonder when it was. It wasn't too long ago, because it feels like it was, but it's back and forth, and I read double the entries, so it really, like... Hold on, I'll find it. How would I find it? What would I search? What's something... Argument? Did they say argument? No. Disagreement? Oh. Okay, well, that worked. Disappointed. Here. Okay. So, so this is Georgia's entry. Oh, it was Valentine's Day. Oh my God, that's true. Got up at 6:40. After breakfast, this is Georgia. After breakfast, hitched up and took Ralph and Sam out to the Burlington track where they begin to work. Went to office, helped do dinner work, went downtown and to the office a minute, hitched up and went to the other side of Washburn after the boys, but missed them and came back again. Went up to Grandma's. Nice day, but snowed a little and was some windy. Went to bed at 10. The boys stayed at Washburn all night as no way to come home. So... she had her whole day. She did a bunch of stuff. She went there. They weren't there. So she left. That's her experience of the day. This is Ralph's. Got up at 6:30, went to the office at 7, and Georgia took Sam and I to the crossing with State Road. Sam and I started on the line on levels of Gilbertsville Bridge. Stopped 20 minutes for dinner and got within a half a mile of the bridge at dark after running 9 miles. Left bridge at 6:30, awful tired. But did not find Georgia, so we went to Washburn 3 miles and got supper at 8. After supper, telephoned and found Georgia had just got back. Felt awful disappointed and rather mad because she did not go clear to the bridge as we had planned. Went to bed at 10. So he was like, she didn't do what she said she was going to do. But it sounds like he would have missed her anyways. And then it keeps going. So the next day... did she mention it? No, she didn't really mention anything. Yeah, it was a miscommunication, definitely. But he got, like, there was more stuff, too. So, got up at 6 and drove to Gilbertsville and finished level line, half mile, whatever, railroad talk. Georgia met me at the train with Hector. I think Hector's the horse. I know, was she supposed to? I know, Nikki, I agree. Yes, they need a cell phone. Georgia met me at the train with Hector. She felt bad because I blamed her like, for not going to the bridge. Also, we had 2 other things come up which we disagreed of after feeling rather bad about them a while. So it's like when you fight about one thing but other things come up. After dinner, talked with Georgia all afternoon, took bath just before dinner and shaved before supper. After supper, talked with her till time for the train at 1:50. I hated to leave, but of course had to. So he was like, she's mad because I'm mad. I don't know. She didn't seem too mad, though, because you know he's mad because he's usually a short entry kind of guy. Now he's discussing his feelings. I know he never talks about his feelings. And Georgia kind of was like, she didn't really mention it again, so she's like, whatever, I did what I said I was gonna do. I went there and you weren't there. You blamed her, I know. And then 2 other things came up. That's never good. I love how she didn't talk about it. I know, she's like, whatever. He'll get over it. Okay. Rainy got up at 7. Astronomy at 7:45. Whatever Ian is cooking, it smells really good. Studied and went. I can't believe how long it takes to get through 4 days in the diary. It's been almost an hour. Studied and went to chapel. Then in chemistry lab till noon. After dinner, helped Clifford in engineering work. Took a short trip to chem lab and to see Professor Williams. So there's going to be a lot more lives for this diary than the other ones. Yes, definitely. About double. So that's good because it's double. It's 2 diaries, you know. I think actually more than double because it just, I don't know why it seems like it takes longer because I would usually read through about a month at a time. And now I don't even get to like half a month. I usually get about 10 days. And then I'm tired or really hungry, so I leave. But I don't mind because this is a cool, I like this. I think it's worth it. Yes, there are longer entries too. Okay. And to see Professor Williams. Got talk at 2 o'clock. That rhymes. Studied till, wow, his handwriting gets interesting. Yeah, he does write more. Yeah, actual sentences, you're right, not just like a bunch of numbers. Studied till supper time. After supper, studied till 7 and went to lecture at what? Theory? Something? Theory? Switzerland? By... Oh, okay, okay. This is the lecture. Something. Theory. Switzerland by W.J. This must be the same guy who he was talking about before. This looks a little different. K-A-S-S or K-A. This definitely looks like 2 of the same. Canlo? T K-A-N-N. What is that? Is that an O at the end? I wonder if there is something in the newspaper about that. Oh, yeah, a trip through Switzerland. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. In March 1903 in Iowa. Nope. No. Okay. Well, that definitely says a trip through Switzerland. Thank you. By W.J. something. Yeah, we do actually. We have a yearbook, which I could open, but it is a pain because you can't search. Yeah, this is Fortnite. You can't search for a name. You have to like go through all the pictures, but hold on. I have the link somewhere in here. You have the pages of the professors. I think I also marked down on here which faculty, page 18. So if I go to page 18, oh, it's like so zoomed in. Isn't that cool? The main building. WJ something. WF. WH, WS. There's pictures too. I love how they're like on an angle. I think it looks so funny. Oh, thanks, Velvet. Henry Stancliffe, Mary Fairbanks. King? No, it's not King. I know, it was so whimsical. It's like, doop, doop, doop. I don't know if this is the same, like, as all the pictures or if these are different people, so I'm just gonna skim it. Looking for W. Nope. Nicholas Knight. Norton. William Norton. Everyone's name is William. Like, look how much of an angle this guy is at. Her. Like, why? That doesn't look good. Different people, their photos came after. Okay. No one here. Yeah, I don't see, unless there's more. Does it say he's the assistant chief engineer? I don't know. Who? It's the 1900s. What do they know about Photoshop? I know, it's actually kind of crazy that in 1903 they were able to make a yearbook like this with actual pictures. I don't know. So I don't know what they did to like create these pages. That would be really cool to find out. They must have like taken the photographs, cut them out, and yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, how are they even made? Oh yeah, it does actually. You're right. It says assistant chief engineer. I should probably keep reading before I try to figure out who these people are, because a lot of times it does give us a hint. Globus trip through Switzerland. Guido Strebel. I don't know. Definitely sounds similar, but I don't see... Is that a new book or is that an old book? It could be related. Yeah, now I want to find out, like, I don't know if you could even find this information. Like, how were these yearbooks made? Or how were, like... Yeah, exactly, I know. We're gonna both hyperfixate on that. Yearbooks? With photos. It just seems complicated. And they're very crisp, the photos. But what I was saying is I bet they, like, cut the pictures out and arranged them on the page, on the illustration. Like, this is probably a drawing. It looks really cool. I like it. But they just decided to make it interesting and cut and make them sideways. I don't know. I know. How did they print it? Yeah, did they have, like... I don't even know. I've been making cyanotype prints today. Like, you take something that's a negative and you, like, print through, like light. Maybe it was some kind of process like that. Or maybe they had plates for every page, but that seems kind of crazy. Same as they printed newspapers. Yeah, probably. But this seems much more crisp. But how did they print newspapers back then? I don't even know. Oh boy. Printing newspapers 1400 to 1900. A brief survey of the evolution of the newspaper printing press. Okay. Let's find something that mentions like 19, that's 1800s. 1877. Yes, I get the press thing, but how do you, like in... Oh, we're gonna have to look up more into this. I feel like I've learned about this, but I forgot. Assistant Chief. He spelled it like that, but I don't think that's right. I think it's like that. Engineering. JCRR. That must be a railroad. But the yearbook paper was not photo paper. Yeah, I don't know. It would probably be thinner paper. I mean, I know, like, illustrations in books back then, you can tell it's like a printmaking process. Like, I don't know even what it would be. They were glued on. Yeah. But then, how were they reproduced? Did they have to make a plate and then print it from the plate over and over again? Like, how did they reproduce it? They can't photocopy it. I probably sound so stupid right now. You sent a link on Discord. Okay. First official yearbook. Oh, the 1806 class at Yale developed the first bound yearbook. New photographic technology called the negative. Okay. He printed multiple images from one negative. So that's kind of what I was saying about the cyanotype thing that I do. It's like you have a negative. Well, you can do it like this. You can also just put an object down and print the object. But if you have a negative, you can print it multiple times. I will find out if it's the last thing I do. Yeah, they had a photocopier secretly. Did they arrange the letters with rubber stamps? Yeah, so that's what I thought with newspapers. I thought they did. I don't know. Maybe by this time, though, the technology was, like, more advanced than that. But that is how they made books in the first place. And, like, so, they have those big drawers you can get at like antique stores now that are for the little letters that they used to have, like letter blocks for printing. Well, we're gonna look more into that. The letterpress, thank you, yes. Got back and studied till 10. George Turner came up and stayed till 12. Okay, Georgia. March 4th. Got up, I'll zoom in for you guys, sorry. Most of it. Got up at 6:45. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Went to the office. Went downtown and to PO. That's the post office. Helped with dinner and dishes. This girl, all she does is dishes. Home in afternoon. Worked on pillows. Yep. Helped get supper and do dishes. Wait, did I already do this? Crap. This is the same day. I can't believe I didn't realize that till now. We're on the 5th. I just did an essay on Martin Luther in the printing press in the 16th century. Oh, nice. So you can share some information with us. I've, like, learned all of that, but it's just, like, I feel like I thought I knew more than I did. Because I thought I understood it, but then it was like, yeah, the pictures, that's way more complicated. But it makes sense. They made a negative from it and then printed it from the negative. Okay, I gotta write March 5th. Got up at 6:45. See, there's all those things that you learn about from reading these old diaries. Like, it's not just about the people, it's about all the things that are happening around them. Like Georgia, who we're reading right now, in 1895, one of her entries talks about her using a telephone for the first time. Like, it's just wild to read someone's firsthand account of that. Like, the first time she ever spoke on a telephone. Thanks for the follow, Bryn. Hey, River. Okay. Helped wash breakfast dishes. She's still washing dishes. So her family rented out part of their house. I think they had like an apartment next to the house that they rented out. They had boarders, people who stayed there who were working in the city or, you know, moving around and needed a place to stay. So when she's talking about doing dishes and making meals and stuff like that, I think she's talking about doing that for the people who were boarding there. In the episode of Ghosts, they had a flashback scene when one of the ghosts, when alive, got the first phone in their state. That's cool. Yeah, Georgia. Why did I? Oh, maybe I don't want to say this and then be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Georgia's uncle, Dan, or her grandpa, was one of the first people to get a phone. I don't know why I would know that, though. It was definitely like she went to the grandfather's house to use the phone, or Uncle Dan's house, one of them. And there were articles, like newspaper articles of LaPorte City in that area talking about how the phone lines just got installed. So that's, I think, where I got that thought. But you just reminded me when I saw the word ghost, I never watched that video of, remember the haunted hotel that Ralph stayed at like a long time ago? I never watched that. I found it and I sent it in here in the Discord, and then I never like went back and watched it, so I'm definitely gonna watch that today. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Didn't go to office at all. Helped with the washing. Helped get dinner and do dishes. Worked on sofa pillows. Yeah, they're definitely pillows for her new house. All afternoon. Okay, cool. I'll check it out in a second, Grin. Gertrude was here a while. Helped with supper and dishes. Played flinch. went to bed at 10:45. I just realized we haven't had a diary birthday in a while. Because I was like, oh, we should come up with something like a button that whenever they play Flinch, we have a little thing that pops up. And it reminded me of the birthday one. I haven't gotten to use it in a while. Okay. Discord, where are you? Here. How are photos put into yearbooks? I repeated a line. I missed a line. Okay, hold on. I'll go back. I get distracted. How are photos put into yearbooks? What? The good old-fashioned way, and also how photos were put into printed magazine, the offset press. Photos and print were combined and photographed to make printing plates. Okay. It's a boring process to describe, but basically it involved sheets of grid paper, ruler, scissors, glue, etc. Wow, that's a lot of work. No, but that, yes, exactly. I love the picture of the girl. No, thank you for sending that. I'm going to look at it deeper later. But very interesting. But that makes sense. But it's so much work. And if you think about it, like some of the pages in the yearbook seem like, why bother? If you need all that effort, not these obviously, like pictures are great. But there are some pages that have like nothing on them. Like why bother doing it? Seems like it's a lot of work. But okay, let me go back and see if I missed a line. Got up at 6:45. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Didn't go to the office at all. Helped with the washing. Helped get dinner and do dishes. Worked on sofa pillows all afternoon. Gertrude was here a while. Yep, I did. Disagreeable day. Helped with supper and dishes, played Flinch, went to bed at 10:45. Okay. Disagreeable day. Okay, Ralph's March 5th. Cloudy. I can't believe we're only on March 5th. Went to astronomy. I don't know why I'm not in a rush. It's okay. I think it's just because I used to get through so much more in the same amount of time. And it's just shocking to me, but it's a good thing because then this will last longer. This is a good set of 2 diaries that we have. So. Studied till chapel and went to chemistry. Had something and had to commence the analysis. Oh, tomorrow is your diary birthday. Okay, accident, yes. Thank you. Of KCR? 2? I have no idea what that says. Yeah, it might be a chemical. Maybe that's a what do they call it? Exponent. What do they call it? If it's an exponent, but it's on the bottom. What do they call that? Someone's gotta know. Oh, over. Okay, so he had to start over. Whatever this was, yeah. If anyone's a chemist. It looks like K2... Subscript, thank you. K2CR2? O7? There's no O7. Potassium dichromate. I know that K is potassium. I knew that. Hey, Perry. Well, He didn't put the 07, so I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Maybe he just messed up. I'm just going to put a 2. I think it's, maybe it's a different number. Maybe it's K. I have no idea. Might be CU. Oh, it could be CU2. K2CU2. Or maybe it's not a 2 here? I don't know. Either way, he had to do it again. Studied in PM, except for trip to library. Studied in something till 11. Does that say library again? No. It ends in a G. I-N-G. Evening, thank you. Wow. Till 11. I really struggle with his handwriting. Richer came up and I helped him in roof and something. This would be like an engineering class. Roof and trusses. I think it's trusses. Thank you, Holly. Yep. I remember that from before. Commenced a long time ago. Review of astronomy. Yeah, I do. I struggle with his handwriting. I find Georgia's much more, well, obviously it's neater, but usually I pick up, like, maybe it's because we're switching back and forth so much. Because I feel like usually when I'm reading someone's handwriting, even if it's tough handwriting, I pick it up after a while and I can read it quicker. But maybe it's because we're constantly switching back and forth. I just can't seem to get it like I usually do. Asked Instagram AI about the yearbook photo and it told me the answer. Okay. Okay, this is what Instagram AI said. You're right that computers and digital printers didn't exist back then. So how did they print photos in yearbooks? Well, it's a fascinating process. Wow, so animated. In the early 1900s, photography was already around, but printing photos in large quantities was a challenge. They used a process called photomechanical reproduction, or photogravure. Here's a simplified overview. Wow, this is very informative. 1. Glass plate negatives. Photographers use large glass plate negatives to capture images. Speaking of that, it is crazy how if you find like a well-preserved glass negative, it is insane the sharpness and the detail that these like really, really old pictures have. If you reprint them, it's crazy. It looks like a picture that was taken now. Or even more, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I look at old pictures like that, it feels even more crisp than photos we take now. It's weird. It's like you're looking at the actual person. Printing plates. The negatives were then used to create metal printing plates with light-sensitive coating. Yes. Yep. Etching and ink. The plates were etched with acid, and ink was applied to the etched areas. Paper transfer. The inked plates were then pressed against paper, transferring the image. Yearbook assembly. The printed pages were assembled into yearbooks, often with captions and text added using letterpress printing. Okay. So it was like a multi-step. Like first the pictures, then the text. This process was labor-intensive, but it allowed for mass production of printed photos in yearbooks and other publications. Oh, can't read. Later, offset printing and other technologies improved the process, but that's the basic idea. Oh, very cool. I didn't know Instagram had its own AI right now. I wonder if it's like those red photo rooms. I always wonder what those are for. Yeah, like dark rooms. they're like that because the red light doesn't affect the processing of like light sensitive chemicals. I'm actually dealing with, I don't have a dark room, but I've been doing cyanotype printing, which is like basically sun printing. It's how they used to make blueprints and photos sometimes. But it's basically like you paint the light sensitive chemical on a paper or fabric, and then you can use, a lot of people with cyanotype, I can actually show you. It's a fun process. It's pretty cool. A lot of people with cyanotype do like plants or you put something on the paper and it prints like what shape it is. And sometimes depending on what you put on, it can like, you know, the sunlight goes through more in certain places than others, so it can look really cool. And I do that, but I also have been experimenting with photos, which you can do. So like this is an example. You can take a photo negative and print the negative with cyanotype. So I don't have like photo negatives of everything. So what I do is I make like fake negatives kind of. So what I do is I take the picture on my computer and I like print it out on a transparent sheet. And then I wish I had like an example right now to show you, but I've done it with old antique photos and it comes out really cool. I'm doing my master's thesis for art education right now, so my project is going to be, it's going to be a quilt, and it's going to use a lot of cyanotype, so that's why I'm doing that. But anyways, it's a really fun process. It's like magic, because it changes color. So first you have to do everything in the dark, and that's why I brought this up, because I've been struggling with finding a place to keep the prepared fabric where it's not going to get exposed to light until I want it to. You know what would be cool? With the Diary Detectives, maybe on our next, I don't know, because I stream from my computer, but maybe we can figure something out and we can try it together. Because it's like inexpensive materials too. And it's so fun. So you take the paper that's exposed, or that's prepared, or the fabric, I do it on fabric, and you put it out in the sun. You put your object on it, you leave it out for however long, and the paper actually changes colors. Like the chemicals change color in the sun. Then you wash it off, and it changes color again, and then it's like the print is there. I wish I had... Oh, I do. Hold on. Let me go get it. I have what I made today. I put them down here because I was going to wash them. They got weirdly stained with... I don't know if it was what I used to wash them or something, but I was experimenting with... I didn't do any photos today, but I was making like prints of lace and like old doilies. So I put the doily right on top of the paper and then exposed it. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to use them. This is just experiments to see like kind of what works and what doesn't. But I'm going to use them in my quilt. So this is what the stain is. I don't know if it's because I used a metal tray to wash them, which I haven't done before, and I think that might be what caused it. So I'm going to try to wash them and see. But most of them weren't affected. But yeah, they came out cool. So this is going to be... I'll probably make a bunch of these as like a filler. And then I'm going to do some photos and stuff. I'm excited. But I'm struggling. In my parents' house, I had a nice place to keep all of the paper and the fabric before I used it, so it wouldn't get hit by the light, because if it gets hit by the light, it's like, it's wasted. But here, I only had like a small closet, and it's the closet where we keep like all of our towels, so I had to like take everything out, and I didn't get to put many in there, so I gotta figure out a system. It's called cyanotype, it's chemicals. So this is what it looks like. You can buy them, I guess, I thought they were cheaper than this, but you mix them together, and you create like the solution. It's not scary chemicals or anything. It's pretty safe. So you mix them together and then you paint it on the fabric or paint it on the paper, and then you have to let it dry in a dark place. And then it's light sensitive chemicals. So once it's dry, you put it out in the sun and it does that. I think I'll make a video about it. I did a long time ago, but I don't think I did like a step-by-step, but I think I should. It's really fun. Okay. And you can also buy, sorry to keep talking about this, but you can also buy pre-treated paper if you're not interested in like mixing the chemicals. I think it's called, well, if you look up Sunprint paper. I used this with some of my students. So it's a little easier because you don't have to actually like paint the chemicals on it, and it comes in like a light proof bag. So you don't have to worry about what I'm talking about, like trying to keep it in a dark place. It's pretty stable until you pull them out. I like painting my own because I feel like you get more of a variation just for like, you know, art purposes, you know, and the paper that they give you is pretty thin, but it is, if you're just wanting to like try it out, it works. So nature print paper. This is the one I did actually, I think. Nature print paper. And again, I don't think it's like too expensive. $15 for 30 of them. Oh, we have fun in art class. I actually did that with camp, summer camp groups, but I would like to do it with my students in school. It's just like I teach so many students that, you know, at camp it was small groups, but this would be like, I would need to, it's a lot to set up just to control the light. It's not even like the materials are hard to set up, but you have to watch it and make sure you don't expose it for too long and then wash it off, and I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do it with them, but yes, I will make a video for you guys. I'll make one, if I do it tomorrow again, I'll make one. Or in the next few days, because I'm going to be making a lot, so. I love to share what I do. I don't share my art a lot, so that will be fun. All right. Thanks for the follow, Genesis. Got up at 6:50. Maybe I'll read through one more day. I feel like I'm getting tired and hungry. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Ironed a while. Mended. Didn't go to office at all. Helped with dinner and dishes. Hitched up. Oh, and Mama and I went over to Mr. McChain's to see how Mrs. M.O. Mowim Morium. Yeah, okay. Was. Thank you. Went up to Grandma's and over to train to meet Ralph as he came up to spend Sunday. Pleasant day. I wonder what she means when she says came up to spend Sunday. Maybe like to spend until Sunday? Because it's Friday. And she said that last time too, and he spent the weekend, so. Pleasant day, I already got it. Helped with supper and dishes. Visited all evening. Went to bed at 10:30. Ralph's March 6th. I don't know what that says at the top. It's glared. Oh, Ian texted me. Oh, he's texting me boots. I really need work boots that are, like, safe. Because I've been doing a lot, like, we've been digging trenches for the fence. We're done with the fence now, of course, but using, like, really heavy tools that are, like, kind of sharp and kind of, like, if you drop it on your foot, it's not good. And I've been just, like, in rubber boots, like rain boots kind of, and I need like steel-toed boots, but I don't want to pay for them. I know, I had like a disaster waiting to happen. Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened, but it will. So he's like, you should get these boots. All right, it says rainy at the top. You guys, I have to send you a picture of the garden though. In the Discord, I will. Because we're very proud of it. We did it all ourselves. We dug, like, you know, to keep predators out, you have to dig and bury the fence down. It was so much more work than I thought. But, and it's not perfect, but I can't believe we did it. And poor Ian. I have a vision and he has to execute the vision, but I did as much as I could. All right, got up at 7, went to astronomy. Yeah, we've been working out in the yard a lot. And then to see Professor Williams. Studied. Oh, and I'm making a video. I just started it today. I haven't made videos in so long. I've been so busy. Kind of like fell out of the habit. But I made a table from an old Singer sewing machine recently. And we officially have like finished the furniture in the living room now. And it's also been officially a year since we moved in. So I'm excited. We're making lots of progress in the yard. Now the living room is like done. And we're just moving on from there. We have like a lot more to do, but it feels good to see the progress. Are you paid for transcribing these? No. Well, I do make money from Patreon. So I have a Patreon support page. And it's a nice little group. And they support me, so thank you. But it's not my job. Thank you. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of tasks. You know what is funny? Sorry to keep like being on a tangent, but this morning, so Ian goes to work now and I stay home because it's summer. So I was talking to him in the morning and he's like, what are you going to do today? Because it was my first day off. And I was like, well, and then as soon as I said, like we said these two things at the same time, I said, well, I have a list. And then as soon as I said I have a list, he also said, I know you probably have a list. It was funny. We started laughing. Because of course I do. I had like a million things. Most of it was cleaning, like things that I haven't gotten to do in a while that I just wanted to catch up on. But I have so many projects that I want to do this summer. I know he does. It's like sad. And I actually did lay down, which means there's something going on. I'm not going to say I'm sick, but I don't usually take a nap. And I took a nap today. I was so tired. Oh my God. Well, welcome, Em. I come on every Thursday and we do this. And then Corinne, who is Chai Doll, and Valentina, and a couple of other people who have been in the chat a lot, they are certified diary detectives. So they're the people who on the Patreon page. And we have like a separate Discord chat where we do research together and we do like other online video meetups and stuff. So, and my voice doesn't always sound like this. I'm a little sick. To see Professor Williams and oh, hold on. And then went to see Professor Williams. Studied and went to chapel. Chemistry lab till noon. After dinner, shaved. Packed something. Packed something. What does that say? I have a list too. I have so many hobbies. I know. I have too many hobbies. That's my problem. I had to cut down on my hobbies because I have something else called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Where if I do anything too repetitive, no matter what it is, even if it's something like literally like sewing, I will hurt myself because my joints are all out of whack. So the problem is I get pretty hyperfixated on hobbies, and luckily this one I don't have any issues with because it's just like typing, and I mean sometimes my wrist, but it's like not a big deal. But embroidery, I did it so much that I like hurt my neck bad and I was dizzy and it wasn't good. So I haven't been able to really do that again. And definitely not to the extent I used to. But yeah, too many hobbies, not enough time. That's why being a teacher is great, because I have the summer and at least I can make a list of those projects and like all summer, I'm like, I'm not resting. I am like full speed ahead. This is what I like. All right, what does this say? Shaved, packed. Where did you find the diary? This one was donated to us. So I've found a couple of other ones on eBay and at estate sales, like random things, but these are actually physical diaries that someone sent to us because he read an article about another project that we did where we returned the diaries to descendants, and he thought that was super cool, so he sent us these diaries. So all different places. What did he pack? He packed something and went up to Chem Lab, came back and went on 152 train to Cedar Rapids. Oh, you started doing diamond painting. Oh my god, and you loved it, but got so much pain in neck and shoulders. Yup, I did that. I did that with a Vincent van Gogh picture. I haven't done much other diamond painting. I just wanted to do it because it was the Starry Night, and I have it in my classroom. And every time the kids are like, "Oh my god, like you did that?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I suffered. It's so sad though, because Nikki, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Did you enjoy it? You loved it, yeah. You said so. It's like so relaxing, and it's so fun to see it like come together. And it takes so much time, but it's like a puzzle. But it's also kind of mindless. Like I love those things. But man, it hurts. I'm 27. Am I 27? Yeah, I'm 27. And I'm like an 80-year-old body. But it's fine. I just do it and I suffer. But yeah, embroidery I can't. Like if I do embroidery for even an hour, I'm dizzy for like 3 days. So that's a sad one, but it's okay. At least I'm better. Packed quick. Oh, maybe it's quick. I feel like it's G. I don't know. Gift? Gift. I don't know. I have no idea. Camp tack? Are you talking about here? Came back? It is really great. It's been hours hunted over on a table. I know. You know what I would do? Like an idiot. I would do it like while I'm watching TV. And I would have, oh, that's okay. That's all right. I would have like that, I have like a lap desk, you know, like one of those things you put on your lap and it's a flat surface, but it's not like a table. It moves if you move. And I would have it all set up on there. You know how many times I flipped it? And like they go everywhere, and I still did it though. But yeah, oh, I miss doing that. I actually have another one that is also a Starry Night. No, it's not a Starry Night, but it's like a Vincent van Gogh did like a few versions of the Starry Night. This is like a different one over a river. And I wanted to make it so that I could also put it in my classroom, but I started it and then never kept going with it. But I hate those things that I can't do. Just want to be able to like do that for 7 hours and not suffer for it. All right, took CR. Oh God, I hate these abbreviations. Cedar Rapids something P. What is it? It's always the same and I never can remember. CRIP. I'm pretty sure it's CRIP, but it doesn't look like that. Georgia. Met me at the train. The time it would take to pick them up, I know, and I wouldn't get all of them. I feel like at the end I had to like substitute a little bit. Like they did send extras, and I think I had to like swap some of the blues out. Georgia met me at the train, visited with her after supper. and went to bed at 11 o'clock. All right. I think that's where I'm going to stop today. I know I only got through 6, but I feel tired. I've been on here for an hour and 45 almost. And I smell the dinner being made, and I hear Claude playing over there, and I want to play with him. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for another great one. It's nice to see everybody who comes back. It's like, it's crazy to me that they used to keep diaries this detailed. Yeah. Thank you. I think I'm fine. Hopefully I don't get sick, but I feel like it's just allergies or like a very light cold. So the problem with me is that, well, one of the problems with me, but the problem is that I lose my voice very often. So if I have something like this where I'm like a little bit stuffed up, my throat's a little scratchy, sometimes I'll lose my voice. So hopefully that doesn't affect me next week, but I don't think it would. I think it would happen probably in a couple days, and then I'll be back for you guys on Thursday. Thanks, Audra. Would love to see a picture of it. Okay, remind me. Oh, the Starry Night thing? Because I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't think I have one. I'd have to get one in my classroom, and I'm not going back there till, like, end of August. But I'll find the one that's, like, half finished and send you that, too. Nice to meet you, too, Em. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, diary day is now Thursday, because I have a class. I'm finishing my master's degree this summer, and my class is on Tuesdays. So that was our usual day, and now it's going to be Thursday. I recommend traditional medicinals throat coat. Oh, my mom used to drink that. I should take a page out of Ralph's book and drink some hot lemonade. He made the hot lemonade when he was feeling sick. But yeah, that sounds good. I love tea. I have tea every single night and day and morning. Bee propolis. Never heard of that. I'm writing both of those things down. But yeah, throat coat. I used to drink that. Are you saying me too, like you had hot lemonade? Seconded. It's so good. Bee propolis. What is that? Is it from bees? Or is it like a honey thing? Oh. Interesting. It's like, oh, you'll send me a link. Awesome. It's like, not really honey. It's a resin-like material. Oh. Oh, great. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Good. Well, it can treat a lot of things. Little spray guy. Just don't hit your gag reflex. Oh, nice. What's for supper? Good question. Ian! He can't hear me. It smells good, though. He made chili the other day. I'll text him and see if he's there. He's such a good cook. Chef. Not kolaches, no. Ooh, he read it. Let's see what he said. He said CHX. Chicken. Any other descriptors? I'm gonna say, the people want to know. Probably with the pan sauce. Sauced. He's not giving much. Sauced. Oh, he's typing. What kind of sauce? Orange in color. Okay. Interesting. Mozambique? It does sound good. Smells good too. It's always good. It doesn't even matter what he makes. It's always good. Cumin. All right, well. He has been making a lot of Indian food lately, so maybe it's something like that. Orange, glad he's making dinner. Yes, I am. All right. Well, good to see everybody. I did make a live event. Oh, in tomatoes too. Oh, he's like adding things one by one. Creme, C-R-E-M-E. Cream, that's probably what he's saying. So I made an event on my TikTok page. Sometimes it sends a notification, sometimes it doesn't. So if you really want to be there, join the Discord or put it in your calendar. So next Thursday, the 20th at 6 p.m. Eastern. It was good to see you guys. Yeah, I'll see the Diary Detectives. Oh no, he said it's really not my best work. I'll see the Diary Detectives on Wednesday of next week. That's when our special video chat's going to be. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.